Welcome, U.S. Virgin Islands Chess, everyone, to the FIDE Online Arena again. It's your host Colin Heim with another video from December 19th, and we're going over another Sicilian defense Bodler variation. Let's take a look at this from White's perspective, and your hosts, as per normal, most of the time, usually when I enter into the server, get black pieces for some strange reason. But anyway, my opponent here rated around 1400, FIDE Online, ELO. Started the game with playing 1e4, and I responded as per usual with my lovely c5 and bishop to c4, guys. This is the Bodler variation of the old Sicilian, and let's get right into it. So I continued with my old Sicilian, knight to c6, and knight to f3. Really short miniature here, guys, less than 20 moves. And let's find out where White kind of went wrong. So actually, there's been many occasions, guys, I'll tell you, myself playing online with white pieces. I play this quite often, and I think this is actually really good for White. Eventually, White could just push d2, d4 here. I played h6 in this position, not allowing now the knight to get to somewhere like g5. Just good defense. See a lot of top-level grandmasters online playing moves like h6. But anyway, let's keep going. My opponent just continues to develop on the queen side with knight to c3. And a6 now. Okay, so a6 is good. a6 is good now, not allowing any more progress here for the queen side knight either. Okay? Let's follow along, guys. Let's pay attention. So a4 now, and knight to a5. Knight to a5 now, attacking the light-squared bishop, as well as getting more momentum there on the queen side. So my opponent plays probably the best move. Bishop swings back to a2, dropping back now, not allowing for an attack on maybe the b3 square. So now the knight can no longer attack the light-squared bishop. And b6. Okay, so b6 getting ready to fianchetto the light-squared bishop now for my side. And bishop to d5 now attacking a8 rook. And it's actually recommended, we won't get into any line, not to move the rook here. But now just to develop, yes, this is the best move in the position, guys, if you found bishop to b7. And now it would, in a future line of this Bodler attack, it would behoove, in other words, guys, it would be the best benefit now for White to just capture here. And then White could short castles, and then something like maybe e6. Now White can fight for the center. And you know, we could actually start playing here, right? So that's one line. Little virtual analysis, guys. Your host Colin Heim, your operator with U.S. Virgin Islands Chess. Anyway, that did not happen in the game. We did not see any of that. We saw not capturing, right, on b7 for Team White, but just instead putting that big crown king up to e2, which is not recommended by the engine here in this position, guys. And let's find out why now, without going into too much analysis, as this is a short miniature, and so we'll keep it nice and short and sweet here for everyone. So now my response in this position is, guys, now I get to capture on d5, and in doing so now actually White is not really gaining a tempo with knight to d5, instead e6, and now after kicking the knight away, Black is gaining another tempo, and basically just stretching her legs basically for Team Black now, and saying, well, here's another counter against the knight, and the knight drops back to d3, and now an exciting move, c4. Yes, pestering this knight beyond belief, and yes, of course, in the position, the best move is knight from d to e5, and now rook to c8. Okay, so in this position, guys, find the best move for White. If you were conducting White pieces in this game, what would you play? What would you guys play in this position if you had this over the board, let's say in a tournament play setting? What would you play? Well, it turns out one of the better moves recommended by the engine is short castles, but also maybe just d4, d2, d4, and that's actually the move that was played in the game. And then for my beginners and my intermediates, guys, do you remember the special move in this position? If you are already level with your opponent's fourth rank, and they're now equal to you after playing double pawn move, well then yes, you just take him behind, and this is by far the best move recommended by the engine. So amazing, guys. The engine said that d2, d4 was by far the best move for white in this position, but then also countering is just black c takes on d3 en passant. And then after captures, capturing with the c pawn, and now let the game continue. Okay, so without looking at the algebraic notation, guys, I challenge you in this position now to find what your instructor played, your host, in this line of the Baudelaire variation of the Sicilian. Well, the engine doesn't like it too well, but I did play bishop to b4. So I'm not quite sure why the engine doesn't like this move, but I played it anyway. So bishop to b4 check, and I thought, well, aha, now the white king is in check. How is black going to defend? Well, I expected something like just bishop to d2, and that's what was played in the game here, guys. So bishop to d2, and after bishop captures, queen captures, right? Queen captures, and do we find now the fatal square for black or for white? How is white going down now? A full exchange with no compensation, guys. By far the best move is knight to b3 here, just forking the a1 rook and the d2 queen. And the best move is just to move the queen back to d1, and after captures, black is up a full exchange in this position, guys, and it's probably safe for just white to resign. That was why in this position, after knight to b3, my opponent resigned, just not wanting to continue. And let's find out the mistake here. It was actually best to just capture here with the knight. Knight captures on d2 is best, and the game can continue. The game can continue with something now like, let's just say what's best, knight f6, right, obviously, and then maybe castles. And I don't know, does black have to castle here, technically? Probably not. I don't think so. Maybe you could just play a move like rook to c2, and then now, you know, yeah, maybe you could do that even before castling. Anyway, still looks pretty good for black. Material is equal. I just think maybe black is stronger, maybe white is stronger. I'm not totally sure exactly what the evaluation of this particular position is, but we know for certain that played in the game after queen captures and knight to b3, this is a resignable position, guys, because I don't think there's any real compensation here for white, again, as we mentioned, after knight into a1 and queen recaptures. So so thanks, guys, for watching, and everybody take care, and see everyone on the other side. It's your host, Colin Heim, again, and many more to come in the future. Good luck with your guys' chess game in the future. Virgin Islands Chess at home and abroad, much more material to come, and thank you, guys. See everyone on the other side. Bye-bye for now.